I don't know about y'all, but I got my fix. Ethan goal. Life's good, baby. That's good. Life's real good. You know, I know you lot upset, but I got what I needed. I got what I came for. Ethan Nwaneri. Listen, you guys just saw me do a video about Ethan Nwaneri, and he got a goal. He got a goal, so that's all that matters to me. I know there's some pretty upset Arsenal fans today. There's some pretty upset Chelsea fans today. Tottenham, I'm telling you right now, it's the battle of the mid. It's the battle of the mid. Well, if we're talking about Tottenham's case, it's a disgrace. But for me, we're going to get into everything. But first and foremost, like, share, subscribe, turn your notifications on. Big up everybody that got me to 22k. Let's get to 25k. But as I said, I was looking at this game. I saw Ethan starts and I was like, yo, I can't lie. I'm going to need him to do something today because we were just out here gassing it up. You guys blew up that video. We were out here gassing him up. And what did he give us? A goal. That's all I needed. You know, when I'm watching these teams, I'm always naturally just like, I'm a United fan, so naturally I don't want to see these teams win games. But to be honest, today I'm disappointed because I need Arsenal to go and win these games. Because Chelsea, I was supporting you guys for a little second. You guys didn't want my support. You guys were telling me to get the hell out of here. We don't want you. We're flying, blah, 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 bringing up all these old criticism that I had of Chelsea. And now look. So now I'm back like, yo, Arsenal, what you got for me? What have you guys got for me, bro? We got to stop that. Them red demons over there, man. We got to stop them, man, over there. But no. Drop points at Brighton. And to be honest, on paper, it looked like a difficult game. When I saw the lineup, let me get the lineup up right now. I saw this lineup that Arsenal were trying to serve up. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a long day, man. It's going to be a very, very long day. Let me just go through this lineup. So obviously Brighton's lineup wasn't that great either, but I saw Arsenal's lineup. Moreno, Jorginho, Rice, Nwaneri, Trossard, Jesus, Partey at right back, which I don't think that's ever worked. Despite him not him having terrible games, but I just don't think it's ever worked when this guy goes right back. I think he had a good game against Liverpool one time. And ever since then, he goes right back and then Arsenal just become worse. He literally was probably the best player in the park against, who was the last game that Arsenal played? You guys are going to have to remind me. That in his last game that he played, I can get it up actually. In the last game that Arsenal played, Brentford, I thought he was arguably the best player on the pitch. I thought he was arguably the best player on the pitch in midfield. And then he goes right back. And these are the decisions that can cost you because I don't think that ever really works out. And then you had Moreno, who honestly, I'm not sure if he's signed to be Arteta's bodyguard or what he is. But from the minute I saw that Arsenal were linked to this guy, I said, listen, he ain't the standard. He ain't the standard. And once again, for me, you see it on the pitch. Yeah, you can throw yourself at the corners. You can maybe battle a little bit. But when Arsenal needs something, I'm looking at the game. It looks like Declan Rice is playing 3 roles. I can see passengers on the pitch. Calafiori. I don't know who told this guy he's an attacking fullback. I don't know who told him. Because for me, that is not attacking fullback. You know, obviously Arsenal had Zinchenko on the bench. They had Kieran Tierney, Martinelli, Odegaard. I'm surprised Odegaard didn't start. I know he hasn't had the greatest few weeks, maybe since Saka's been away, but you've got to start Odegaard in this match. If I'm Brighton and I see the lineup and I see Odegaard is sitting on the bench, I'm like, woo! We might have a game here today. We might have a game here. And that's what you saw. I think in the second half, especially, Brighton were the better team in the second half. You know what you're going to get out of Gabriel. You know what you're going to get out of Saliba, which I, by the way, don't think it was a penalty. I don't think that was a penalty, especially after seeing what happened with in the other game with Spurs. I saw Kulusevski ran in, bust a man's nose. Man actually broke his whole nose in the box. Yeah, Gordon checked back, but he came straight like that. Hit him right in his nose, no penalty. And then you look at the Neto incident at the Chelsea game, no penalty, which, okay, maybe that was a very close. This one, a little ahead, I don't know, man. I think this one was soft. I think it's pretty inconsistent. I think if you're going to give one, you have to give them all. I think if you're not going to give it, then you don't give any of them. So This is just the Premier League referees that we have. You know what I mean? This is what you're going to get in the Premier League. Inconsistent referees. Inconsistent. That's the biggest consistency you're going to get in the Prem. Inconsistent. But when I look at Arsenal, and I was looking at the game in totality, I don't feel like Brighton ever really felt that stressed. Despite the fact that Arsenal scored, went 1-0 up with Nwaneri, of course. I actually thought that on the pitch, when I was looking at it, that Nwaneri was the only kind of person trying different things. And yes, he was losing the ball, but it felt like a little bit of a difference from the normal Arsenal, the Arsenal that you're programmed to see every week. I felt like Nwaneri was trying different things. And if Arsenal are going to need a spark in the middle of the season without Bukayo Saka, because the big thing is Bukayo Saka's gone. Yeah, Bukayo Saka's gone. And then you drop Martin Odegaard to your two key players. But Bukayo Saka's gone. So it's like, you're going to need another spark. I have seen Martinelli. Enough. He's not good enough. Let alone on the right-hand side. You got to give somebody like that kind of... Like Estupiñán is going to be playing against him. Estupiñán is playing against him. He's offering something different. He scored. He's offering something different. Yes, I think at halftime you tell him, yeah, he got a booking. But have you really got PTSD from them red cards that you think Nwaneri is just going to go and get himself sent off? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That one's not... I think that was a bad decision, especially bringing on Martinelli, who done absolutely nothing. So I'm just looking at it, and I'm looking at that team. And as I said, I've seen Rice playing very high up, trying a lot of different things. Moreno pretty much doing nothing. Calafiori pretty much doing nothing. Jorginho doing nothing. Partey in right back not doing it. Too many passengers on the team. Too many passengers. I think Sir Alex Ferguson said you can always carry I think maximum 2 players. On there was about 4 or 5 players being carried. Raya, okay, he's going to do his thing. Saliba, Gabriel, elite, excellent. Jesus, I thought was decent. Trossard, Rice, Nwaneri, they were doing okay. Trossard, not so much. Rice, Nwaneri, and the rest of them, you got too many passengers there. You got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 passengers on the pitch. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at the quality on the bench. It's not there either. Miles Lewis-Skelly, brilliant last few games. Now he just gets dropped for Calafiori, and he could be offering something a lot in that team. He could be offering something. Where Jorginho is playing, you could have Miles Lewis-Skelly playing at the left back, who is going to invert. So that's the ball playing of Jorginho. The energy as well. That's important. The energy that Miles Lewis-Skelly has. Play Partey in his best position. And then you got to sort it out at the right back position. You just got to sort it out in the right back. I don't think... I'm looking at the team. Maybe people are going to say we don't have a right back option. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just... For me, when I'm looking at Arsenal now, it's just so uninspiring. It's just uninspiring. Man, they picked up some form. But I've got to say now, Liverpool are playing Manchester United tomorrow if all goes ahead. Permitting on the weather. And I truly think if Liverpool beat Man United tomorrow, which I'm expecting, I think the title race is over. I personally think it's over. I don't see this Arsenal team, without Bukayo Saka especially, doing 100% win records while Liverpool have to drop 4 games. I just don't see it. You know what I mean? And this points back to the summer. Arsenal should have been kicking on. And they didn't. And I'm looking at... One thing I got to ask people. We need to look. I've got a bottle here. Funny enough, it's Rivals tea. I got this. We're going to have to put Raheem Sterling's face on here. On a milk bottle. On the water bottles. SOS. Where's Raheem? SOS. Where's Raheem? Because the fact that... Listen, I know he may be injured, but the fact that he's taken up a signing position in terms of what Arsenal recruited this summer, and you pretty much got nothing out of him, and now he's injured, you're looking at one of the worst signings this season in the Premier League, in my opinion. And I like Raheem Sterling. I love what he's done in his career. It's not to slander, but that is one of the worst signings in the Premier League this season, in my opinion. And I just think, as I've mentioned many times, Moreno, Calafiori, Sterling, that's not a good enough window. And that's cost Arsenal, in my opinion. That's cost Arsenal. So who's that down to? Is that down to Edu? Is that down to Arteta? Is that down to the Cronkies? I don't know. Whoever it's down to, they didn't do a good enough job. And then you're looking at the bench, as I mentioned, low quality bench. Very, very low quality bench. I'm checking. Have Arsenal got injury crisis? I know Havertz is out. Saka's out. Ben White. So they've got a few players out, but Ben White's been a while. Timber. So today they had a few players out. But this is one of them games. If you want to win the league, you get in, you get out. I said last week against Brentford, Last game against Brentford. It doesn't matter about performance at this stage. Win your games. That's all you can do because you need to hunt down Liverpool. Bro, you guys just gave the smoke Mo Salah more ammo to put some on my football club. This guy's looking at you like, yeah? I just said I want to win the Premier League more than I want to win the Champions League. Say no more. Man United, you're about to hold something dangerous. That's literally what it's going to be now. I can't see, especially with Salah in this form, Gakpo's chipping in, the way Liverpool are playing, Konate still to come back. I can't see nothing for Arsenal. I can't see nothing. Now, in terms of Chelsea hunting them down, maybe not. You know, maybe we got excited and stuff, which I'm going to talk about. But title, I don't think Arsenal are good enough, man. I don't think Arsenal. Big credit to Brighton, the Baleba, whatever people call it. Baleba, absolutely excellent player. And listen, I said I'm going to do my video on players that can make that step up. But you know that this man is going to be in there. What a player. Excellent. Dominated for me. Was getting about. He took the most banterous shot ever. But he was getting around. He shows skill on the ball. He shows quality. He drives with it. He tackles. Proper midfielder, man. That's the next probably £80 million midfielder that's going to be moving in the Premier League. Now it's about who's going to be getting him. Is it going to be Man United? Is it going to be Tottenham? Is it going to be Chelsea? Who is it going to be? But that's the new Moises Caicedo basically signing, just waiting there to be grabbed. McAllister's. That's the new Brighton money machine that's about to come. It's just a fact. You just know it. Other than that, I think Pedro played well. That's another really good player in my opinion. But in total, I think Arteta, Kroenkes, whoever, I think they've massively let themselves down this season with that recruitment. And I'm just looking at it. Liverpool are about to run away with this, I think. I think the title race is over. But let's talk about Chelsea. Chelsea. Listen, you guys should have accepted me. You should have accepted me. I said to you guys, let's go and win this league. Let's go and do it. You guys are telling me, we're not ready. You guys talked yourself out of it. I saw Noni coming out and saying we're not ready. I saw Palmer after brilliant results. We ain't winning the league. Maresca, we ain't winning the league. Bro, it's not about that, but you got to just believe. You just got to believe. And I think the whole, we're just chill guy gimmicks, I wouldn't say that's necessarily the reason for it. But for the fan base, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny to see because I'm seeing them crashing out now. I'm seeing them turn on Maresca. Some people are saying Maresca's in-game decisions, Maresca this, Maresca that. Hey, you better stick with him because you guys said he acted like he was Jesus coming back again. You guys celebrate when I said, hey, maybe you should have kept Poch and Seat. I was the bad guy, but we'll talk soon about them type of things. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm looking at the last few fixtures, and this is why fixture lists, and a lot of Arsenal fans, sorry to go back, always look at fixture lists. Oh, they've got this, they've got that. You can't look at fixture lists because Chelsea's December was looking juicy, bro. Everton, Fulham, Ipswich, Palace. You're thinking, woo, 3 points everywhere. Yeah, they got 2 points of their last 12 games. Lost 2, drew 2. And Crystal Palace fully deserved that. Crystal Palace fully deserved it. I know Chelsea had a few chances. I think Jackson had a chance, but overall, and Palmer scuffed one as well. But I think they only had one shot on target, I believe. Let me have a look. Yeah, one shot on target in the whole game. And Maresca is being criticised now for his substitutions, for his in-game management. People are looking at it. And listen, I said in the summer, I thought the second half of the season with Leicester, he was really poor. And is he showing them signs again? But that would be crazy. Just as the 19th game ticks, bam, it falls off. But I'm looking at Chelsea and I'm thinking some people I've mentioned before need to do better. Is it pretty privileged that Pedro Neto is just getting away with this? Because, hey, listen, I know Sancho used to be for United, but if Sancho was serving up what Neto is serving up, I'm seeing Kennerton where it started. I'm seeing Troops memes. I'm seeing that person from that game, I don't know, some show that you guys keep bringing, some lady, I don't know where it's from, some lady that looks like Sancho. You guys keep bringing it. If he was doing what Neto is doing, but if it's Neto, it's like, he's trying, he put one across the box and he went. Nah, man. Nah, for me, Neto is getting away with murder. He's been poor signing, in my opinion. Really poor signing. Shout out Achimpong. Achimpong. I'm having a nightmare today with the pronunciation. Shout out Achimpong. He is a very good young talent. Like, arguably one of the best of his age group in his position. in the country. A lot of people that have been tuned into youth football will know about him. Really good talent, and I think he was probably Chelsea's best player today. Alongside with Caicedo, getting on the ball, passing it through the lines and really doing what he needs to do. So that was a great first impression playing alongside Colwill, because Disasi, Tosin, and these guys aren't really grabbing it, and Fofana's out for a long time. So big respect to him, man. I'm buzzing for him and I'm looking forward to it. Listen, I'm always just like to see youth players do their thing. Regardless of what team you play for, I love to see the youth players come on and shine. You know what I mean? So Chelsea, I need to tie that guy down to a new contract immediately. Gusto, I think he's having a really poor season. I know they were inverting him and all this stuff, but it was one pass. Oh my God. One pass. Nico Jackson was running in beyond. He could have just slipped him through and he completely ignored it. Passed it aside. Jackson was furious. Jackson hasn't got his shooting boots on from such a good start to the season. Had all the high praise. You've got to maintain it. Hey, John Obi Mikel. Hey. Nico Jackson is not good enough. We used to have Didier Drogba, Shevchenko, Crespo. Hey, they shot at him. Go and get me Victor Osimhen, who's going to score 20 to 30 goals a season. They killed him. But hey, I like Jackson, so I'm messing around. I like Jackson. However, I know what it takes. It's the same thing with Gabriel Jesus at Arsenal. Your general play is good, but if you're not scoring consistently, people are going to look at the striker. It's the reality of the situation. They're going to look at him. So he's got to get his shooting boots on. Sancho, really good performance today, in my opinion. First half especially. Second half wasn't that great, but first half, linking up with Cucurella, linking up with Enzo. The assist, brilliant assist. He had that ludicrous looking guy, Richards. I was like, bro, that Luda, he was running like he's in Fast 5. I was like, well, what's going on, bro? He's like in quicksand or something. I was like, yeah, you need to get one of them super vehicles because you slow as hell, fam. How are you letting Sancho? Bro, Sancho's not even known for his pace. He made him eat dirt. I'm like, yeah, Luda. You moving crazy right there. You moving mad. But yeah, overall, man, disappointing result for Chelsea. Big up Crystal Palace, though, man. They stuck in there. They dug deep. Eze, really good pass for that goal because I was like, why are you not shooting? But Mateta got his goal. And overall, Chelsea, they need to be careful because now they're in a top 4 race. All of a sudden, you're going from title to the top 4 race. This is what happens in the Premier League. They are actually 1 point behind Forest, and Forest have a game in hand. Man City are 2 points behind them, and Newcastle are 2 points behind them. I think they've won 5 or 6 in a row. This is crazy. Immediately, you went from potentially looking at a title to getting dragged back down. Dragged straight back down. Spooky times. Listen, Chelsea, don't finish in the same position as Pochettino. If that happens, I'm on, folks. I'm on, guys. I'm on to you lot. Let me tell you that. And everyone's going to be like, you're on 14th. I know. That's why all I can do is hate watch this season. All I can do is try and lend my support or hate watch. Simple as. You guys didn't want my support. Simple, man. Hey, shout out Man City as well. Savinho doing his thing. His assist was crazy. But this ain't my Man City. FCM is tomorrow. Make sure you guys are there on DR Sports. Guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn your notifications on. Tottenham, welcome to the bottom half. Hey, we're brothers in arms. Link me. Hey, Tottenham fans. Fuad, Tubin Tobes, spud me, G. Spud me, because that's the reality. Listen, guys, it's been your boy CultureCams. I'm going to drop a video for the players that should go to higher clubs very, very soon. But the Premier League's heating up. Hey, you might not see me tomorrow because after what Liverpool are about to, that belt to ass that Liverpool are about to give me, you guys might not see me tomorrow, I'll be honest, man. But guys, make sure you like, subscribe. It's your boy CultureCams. I'm out. Peace.